Okay. I'm going to create, click on create new project to create a new project or application. And we have here the create new project window. Okay. It is showing some options. Okay. Now it's okay. You can see the screen, right? Screen visible, Tani?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So here it is showing the languages. These are the languages that are installed and supported in this .NET framework. So here we are going to use Visual Basic Language. Okay, Visual Basic Language we are going to use. When I select Visual Basic Language, it asks for the platform. Okay, which platform you are targeting? Android platform or iOS, macOS, or Windows. So we are targeting Windows platform. Even in Windows platform, what type of application I'm going to develop? Okay, all these applications are possible. I'm going to develop a desktop application. So these are filtering. Okay, ഇത് വന്നപ്പോൾ filter ഫണ്ട്. So the project type that we are going to choose is a Windows-based project, Windows Forms application. Okay, so here you see Windows Form apps, and if you click and drag this, you will find another one, Windows Forms app .NET framework. So this is the one we are going to use, Windows Forms app .NET framework. I'm going to click next. It is asking for the project name. Okay, so project name, location, solution name. So when I change this, automatically they will be reflecting here also. Let us name it ITM 41023. So automatically the solution name is also changing. Okay, so here I'm going to make it as a folder ITM 41023. Inside I'm going to have a ch1 folder, chapter 1 folder. Inside this, I'm going to save. Okay. So let's call it underscore ch01, chapter 1. Okay. This .NET framework version, it is selective, asking you to select. So leave it without without disturbing it. And I'm going to click on create button. So now the project will be created for you. Okay. This creates a project. Here we have this Visual Studio environment. It has launched Visual Studio environment with a form edit. We have a form here, as I showed earlier. Here we have the toolbox, and we have a Solution Explorer, and we have Properties window. This is what we have here. I will show here. Okay, let us make it a little smaller so that it is visible. Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. So this is reading as a form1.vb. VB stands for Visual Basic Design View. We are in Design View, and this small asterisk means we made some changes to the form or the content, but still we have not saved it. So if you click on this Save All button, automatically it will be saved, and this asterisk will disappear. Here we have a Solution Explorer. In the Solution Explorer, you can see ITM 41023 CH01 solution as well as another project. So VB means a project. The beauty of this Visual Studio is if you are a Visual Basic programmer, you can create a Visual Basic project. If you are a C# programmer, you can even create another project based on C# language. Okay. So in a programming team, different people, programmers will be with different programming language expertise will be there. So expertise will be there. So they can create that project. Okay. So here it reads VB. It means Visual Basic Project. Inside this, we have a form. It is reading as form1.vb. This is the form1.vb. If I close this, it disappears. If you want to make it visible, you can double click on this so that it pops up again. Okay. Here it reads as form1, and these are set by properties. So the text appears here is represented by text property here. Okay. Here we have form 1. If you want to change it, I can type welcome and press enter key. Look here, what happens? It is changed. Okay, welcome. So properties window, we use this properties window to set the properties. We use the properties window to set the properties. The properties window is, you can arrange it categorically or in alphabetical order. It is alphabetical order is selected. So from A to Z, it is ascending. It goes in the ascending order, A to Z. So since they wanted to prioritize this, they have put brackets so that they appear first. So 3 brackets appear first, and then A, from A up to Z it goes. Okay. Excuse me. So that is properties window. Here on the left side we have toolbox, and the toolbox has categories. So all Windows Forms tools are available here, but we will be using command controls most of the time. We will see containers, menus, and other print dialog boxes. We will see them all. Dialog boxes also we will see. So for the time being, I'm going to expand this command control. I want to have a button. Okay. What I can do is I can click without releasing my mouse. I am dragging and dropping it. Now a button has been added. Save the works. And this is design time. So you can't do anything here. You can't see the functionality of this form application, the program. Okay. So what you have to do is to compile and execute it. So in Java, what we do is Java C and then Java, like that we type. No need to type anything. Just click on this play button so that the program will be compiled and run, executed. Here is the program. You have the program. And if you are unable to distinguish the color, let us stop this. I'm going to tools, options, and the color theme is light. Let us make it dark. Click OK so that the theme will be dark. Now let's start this. Here we have the form. I have added one button. I'm clicking this button. Nothing happens because we have not given any instructions to this button. Okay. We have not given any instruction to this button. So we will make it we will give some functionality to this button. Okay. So what I can do is I am planning to create a simple program, calculator program. Okay. So I'm going to visualize or imagine a program that is going to run. Okay. So this program is going to look like this. I'm very bad in drawing. Bear with me. So here we have the box. Okay. Here we have, we can give a name, simple calculator. Simple calculator. Calculator. Then we will have two boxes for giving numbers and one box for displaying the output. So I'm going to say first number, one box. Okay. Second number, one box. Results, one box like this, or we can have it there, whatever. Okay. Or you can make it here. You make the size equal. And we can have buttons. So when I click add button, it should add the values together and display the sum total. And subtract button. So it should deduct if you enter 200 and here 50, it should display 150, subtract button. And we will have another button called clear. If you click on this, it should clear the text here. And another button we will have exit. Okay. If you click on this, the program should terminate. So this is how we are going to create this application. Shall we do this? Shall we do this?
Okay, sir.
Fine. Can you understand what I'm telling? விளங்குதா சொல்ல படிக்கிறது?
Mm.
Okay. So here we have, so this is an input. We are going to have an input. One input, another one input, two inputs, and we have this output. Okay. So for this purpose, there are some controls, commonly used controls we have. For these display text, we can use a control called label. Okay, label. For input text or display text, we can use label for display text, or even we can use text boxes. We are going to use text boxes. Text boxes. Okay, and these are buttons. Button control. And the canvas is called form control. Form. Okay. Here in our Visual Studio, one form is created by default. One form is created by default. Okay. So we don't have to add a form. What we have to add is these controls. So we need 1, 2, 3 labels, 3 text boxes, and 4 buttons. Shall we do this? Shall we do this?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So 3 labels. Here you will find it is starting from it is alphabetically added. Huh? So label starts with L. So I'm dragging and dropping one label, dragging and dropping one label, dragging and dropping one label. So it is saying label 1, label 2, label 3. It reads. Okay. That is one method. Clicking, dragging, and dropping. That is one method. Next, I need 3 text boxes. So here, text box. T, let's start out. So text box, I'm going to double click. Double click 1, 2, and 3. 3 times I double clicked. So here I'm going to drag, and bring it here. When my mouse pointer turns into 4-headed arrow, it means it is in mouse pointer is in moving mode. Okay, move. Here also moving. Okay. So we have 3 labels, 3 text boxes, and 4 buttons we need. 4 buttons. So button is here. So 1. Now I am going to select this. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Paste. 4 buttons. Okay. I have 4 buttons. So the controls are edit. 1 form, 3 labels, 3 text boxes, and 4 buttons. We have edit. Now we have to set the properties. So this welcome, I have to change this welcome to the text. You see here, I don't need this solution explorer. So I'm unpinning this, okay, so that I have more space to work with this properties window. Okay, so text property of this form. I clicked on this form. You can see the nodes. These nodes mean it is the currently selected object. So text property, I'm going to say simple calculator. Simple calculator. Okay. So next, I have to write first name, first number, second number, and results. So first number. Here also I'm going to change the text property. First number. Here, second number, and then results. Results. Fine. Text box, nothing we are going to change. Here we have add, subtract, clear, and exit. So here I'm going to set text property. Again, text property. Please carefully watch this. Text property only I'm changing. Add, subtract, clear. After entering, I am pressing enter key. After typing the text, I am pressing enter key on the keyboard. So we have set. Now we have to organize these contents. Okay, a little tidy up work we need. So when I drag these controls, you can see blue line as well as pink line. So blue line means it is on the margin. Pink line means the text will be on the same line. Okay. So margin, top margin, I'm going to have. Here you see the space. So if I drag my mouse over these controls will be selected. So when I select this, you will see some commands appearing here. Okay. So let me hover my mouse, make horizontal spacing equal, make vertical spacing equal. I'm going to click this so that vertical spacing are equal for this. Now I'm going to bring my mouse to the edge of this window so that it changes into two-headed arrow. If I bring it here, it is four-headed arrow. If I bring it here, it is two-headed arrow, means it is resizing mode. It's in resize mode. I'm dragging and bringing it inside. Here also, I'm going to click drag and bring it up so that the height is reduced. You can see here, you see the size property. It is 352. Okay. 352 width and height 180, 178. Let me drag it down. See, the height is changed. Let me drag it outside. See, it is changing. So automatically they are updated. Otherwise, you can type here. You can type 300, here 200. Okay, that is also possible. So I'm doing it here and save the work and run the project. Now we can see the cursor. It is blinking here. So I'm going to click here, type 150. Again, I'm going to type 100 and I'm going to click add button. Nothing happens. Subtract button, nothing happens. Clear, nothing happens. Exit, nothing happens. Why? I have not given any instructions. I have not given any instructions what to do. If I click on add button, what to do? If I click on subtract button, what to do, like that? I have not given any instruction so far. These instructions can be given using the click event. So now the form is running, the program is running. So when the program is running, you will see the pause button and stop button. If you want to do any modification in the design, or if you want to give the code for these controls, you have to stop this first. Click stop. You have to make sure the play button is visible. Then only you can do some changes here. Otherwise, you can't. Okay. So let us align it further. Now, I'm going to double click here. Okay. Not single click. I am going to double click on a particular button. I am going to double click on this add button. When I double click on this add button, it brings me the code window. Okay. So here you see design. Here you see the code. It reads as private sub button one click underscore click. Okay. Button one underscore click. So what we have to do is we have to display text in the text box. So this text box. All controls in the forms, even form have name. Okay, all controls have names. Okay, let's see. If I click on these form, the name is form 1. If I click on text box 3. This is text box 2. This is text box 1. So the order is not properly arranged in according to my our intention. The text box 1 should come first, text box 2 should go second, and text box 3 should come third. But in our case, it is the other way. 3, 2, and 1. So if I say the results of text box 1 and results of text box 2 should appear in text box 3, there will be a problem. So what we can do is we can give a proper name for these controls. Here also you see button 1, button 4. Second button is button 4. Third button is button 3 and fourth button is button 2. So it is not in a arranged order, right? We have to properly give names so that we don't have to worry about the arrangement. So I'm going to select this text box and then give a name txt first number, txt first number. Why I give txt? It is a prefix. Txt is an abbreviation of text. So when I look at the code, when I look at the Visual Basic code, I can understand it. I'm referring to a text box. Okay. Here I'm going to say txt second number. Press enter key. Again, txt results. Here I'm going to say btn button, btn ed. No space. You can't give any space between these two words. If you press space and press enter key, it says it is not a valid name. Okay. No space. btn subtract. btn clear. Last btn exit. Okay. Now save it. Double click on add button. Okay. Still it is reading as add button. Okay. It is still reading as add button, button 1, but it should be displayed as add button. So what I can do is I can right click and rename. Okay, rename. I'm going to say this as btn add. Okay. Now it is updated, and let's save and run. Okay, I'm going to click add button. Excuse me. It is not working. It is not working. Okay, why? I have not given any instructions. So I'm going to say txt results dot text. So it means the results, the text that is going to appear inside this text box equal to txt first number plus txt second number. So this is what I want. Dot text. Okay, txt first number dot text and txt second number dot text. Okay, so I want to add two numbers and display. If I end 100 and the 100, the results should be 200. So let's see whether it works. Let's see whether this code works or it joins the values. So I'm going to click, drag it here, 100, 100, and what happens? 200 வந்திருக்குதா?
No.
No, because இது join பண்ணிருக்குது. add பண்ணாம join பண்ணிருக்குது. காரணம் என்னென்றால் the text boxல வர அந்த text property வந்து string data type. You know about string data type, right? You studied Python. String data type. So we have to convert this data type into text. Okay. Convert பண்றதுக்கு we have function. Okay. So what we can do is we can say cint. Okay. C type and comma integer. Okay. C type comma integer. So we have given a function. We have mentioned a function. The purpose of this function is to convert the type, data type. We will see what data types in detail in the next chapter. So this is one function. Okay. So here we are saying we are going to convert it to integer. Again, C type, comma, integer. So this is the code. Let's see if it runs. Let's see if it runs. So it works. Okay. So this is how we give the code. The second function, second code is subtract. So let's copy this code, Control C, and instead of typing plus sign, I'm going to say minus sign. So when you look at this, the window is appearing here. When I load this, and I want it here, right? We will work on that. 250, 2,500 and 750 subtract 1,750. So it is deducting. So clear button, it is not working. So let's go to clear button. I'm going to do this. I'm clicking on this tab. Here we have coding. Here we have design. Double click. So I'm going to say txt first number text box. Txt first number dot clear. Again, txt second number dot clear. Txt results dot clear. Again, txt first number dot focus. Focus in a sense set box. We'll see. Okay. Focus. It should come. We'll see. Okay. Now we'll run and see first. Here we have some code. Here we have some code. Subtract, clear, it clears. Okay. So we will see what is the even for focus in a sense in C# we call it focus. In Visual Basic we will see. Okay. The last one is exit button. Okay. So exit button me dot close. Okay. The function me dot close means it will exit the program. It will terminate the program. Here I have exit. I will click exit. It exits the program. Now we have to do some settings. When I run this, so it is running in the corner somewhere. So I want to bring it to the center of the screen. So what I have to do is, I have to select the phone. I have to select the phone. And then here we will have start position. One property called start position. I'm going to make it center screen. Okay. Center screen. Start this. Now it will appear on the center screen. And the cursor is blinking here inside, but it should blink here first time. Next here, if I press tab key, first it should blink here. If I press tab key, it should go here, then here, 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 and like that. So it is called tab order. We call it tab order. It is under view. View, tab order. View menu, tab order. So when I click on tab order, the mouse pointer will become as a crosshair. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are not going to click here. And again, I'm going to view and tab order. I'm switching it off. Or you can even press the escape key on the keyboard. Now I'm going to click on start. Type something. Press enter key. Press tab key. 500. Tab key add. Tab key subtract. Tab key again. Tab goes here. Okay. I will do it. Clear and exit. So if I press tab key, after going to subtract, it goes here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm clicking on this text box. I'm going to tab stop and say false. No need to stop. When I press tab key, don't stop. That's the meaning. Now I'm pressing tab key. It won't go inside results text box. Okay, it won't go inside results text box. Give me 1 second, huh? Give me 1 second. Okay, resume. So so we have form one name we didn't change. Form one name we didn't change. And where is this? And we changed the add button, subtract button, clear button, and exit button. Clear button, first text box clear. Focus, why is not focusing? txt first number dot should work, no? It is working. Okay, we'll see. And yeah, it's fine. Focus works because C# also same, here also same. Fine. So it works. And another problem here is we have another problem here. The maximize button is visible. So if somebody clicks on maximize button, automatically the form becomes like this. So we don't want to have the facility to maximize. So what I can do is I'm closing this. I'm going to properties window, going to the form view and clicking on form. Here you will see maximize box and minimize box. Here maximize and minimize box. Both are true. I don't want this maximize box to be true. I can click on this combo box and select false, or I can even double click on this property so that it becomes false. Now we will save the work and run. The maximize box is not enabled. Minimize will work, but maximize will not work. Okay. So this is how we can create a simple calculator. And in another lesson, we will see how we can create a more a calculator or some other application with more features. Okay. So let us stop recording. So